Hey everybody, welcome to my live and welcome to the playback. I am excited to see who's going to join me tonight. We have a ink class tonight. So I'm going to be teaching you ink. We're going to do two surfaces and don't mind the movement in the background. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Won't be bad. Won't be bad at all. Okay. So, make sure you say hi when you come in so that I can see that you are here. Because I'm not seeing any comments at this point, which is okay. Maybe that quiet mode. What's that? Quiet mode. Thirsty Thursday. Quiet mode turned on, swipe left. Okay. All right. There we go. Hi, Julie. Welcome. So tonight what I'm going to do is I have my creator bundles inside my Chalk Nation group. And I've already done 2 of the 4 bundles, how to demos. This is going to be the 3rd one. This is our Halloween bundle. And I'm going to show you ink because with our Halloween bundle, you get ink. And you get ink to, hi Cindy, welcome. You get ink to work on with these mugs. These are really nice. I'll throw that away. These are really nice. They are a 16-ounce mug. So some serious coffee drinking. And then they have a color on the inside, which is really cool. And this is what my bundle comes with, the colored inside. And then we're turning these into Halloween mugs. So it's going to be really fun. You got 3 mugs with your bundle. Now, as a bonus project tonight, because some of you have never used the inks, as in me, I am going to also show you how to make some matching Halloween towels for your kitchen, some kitchen towels. So 2 little quick projects with a really easy transfer. This is one of our A size. There's 3 words, eek, boo, and spooky. Oh, Amanda, that's okay. Welcome, and you can check back later after I'm done and watch the replay. Hi, Lori. Hi. Okay, so let's get going then. Move me to the corner. And this is our ink mat. We're going to be using this in a bit. What we're going to do is we're going to ink the mug first. And I like to use my little squeegees as a stopper for my mugs. I do mugs every once in a while. And on this mug, I'm going to put the word boo. So we're going to open this up. Now this is one of our A size, so it's a small transfer. Oh, that's a mess. And we do need to cut this apart. That has to...
Yep. Upstairs, Houston, go.
Lots of action tonight at my house.
I think I'm done.
I don't think so yet, so you'll have to stay with me. Okay. All right, so we're going to get our boo ready to go on here. It's going to be really cute. We're going to use white ink, and I'm going to... Where's my towel? Oh. Good gravy.
Put that anywhere.
Just put that anywhere. All right, so let's, before we go on to a surface like a ceramic mug here, we are going to fuzz our transfer.
Don't want it sticking.
Don't want it sticking. Not too much anyway. Not too much. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. Hey, Nicole, so we really could use a new grill. Just saying. We are in the market. We did not get a new one, but yet we got rid of our old one because it, oh, did you hear me? I'm supposed to fuzz it. I did not fuzz it. I'm doing that now. Hi, Christy. Welcome. Glad you guys could join me. So the reason why we're doing Halloween is because I've got my Halloween creator bundle out ready to go. And that is for you guys to grab your bundle and create for your Halloween decor. Because this is about the time when you start thinking fall, back to school. And of course, I am my last demo, which will probably be Saturday because tomorrow is girls' night out. Thank goodness. Thank goodness gracious. Needing that. So the Christmas demo will probably be Saturday. Still working through my original inks in our 2-ounce size. But when you guys get them, they're going to be the 3-ounce. I have some 2-ounce left, but mostly 3. So we fuzzed to make sure it won't stick too much. I'm going over the letters to make sure there are no bubbles because there is a curve on this. And I'm kind of just going to dip. Now you do not have to stir the ink. Did you guys know that? You don't have to stir it. I'm just going to dip and go, kind of making a really light pass to cover all the silk screen. And then I will go back to kind of scrape. Who's behind me? Is that Ryan? He got me. You going to bed? Good night.
Yeah.
I love you. Give me a hug.
Are you gonna pay me tomorrow?
We'll see. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, payday. Okay, so now we are going to scrape. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Julia. Okay, so I'm just kind of scraping this off. It's a very easy process. I'm going to go ahead and flip this up here so you get some directions. I am going to talk about that, but I also want you to see, and they'll be up there for a minute. So if you watch the replay, you'll know. Now I'm going to peel this slowly. The difference between our chalk and our ink is that our ink is more fluid, and if you peel quickly, it can like splatter a little bit. Okay, so there's my boo. Oh, it looks so cute. And you certainly could do a boo on both sides if you wanted, or just the one side, which is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna lay it. I don't want it to roll around. I'm gonna lay it for a minute while I wash this transfer, because I'm going to use this again tonight, and I just want to get it all cleaned. And once you get that cleaned in your water, I'm going to show you how to clean your transfer. It's a tiny one, so it won't matter. I just kind of dry it. So water is your first step to washing. The second step is a disinfectant wipe. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Pat. The wipe goes on the front and the back. So you're going to wash this front part, then you're going to flip it over, and you are going to wipe the back. This is the sticky part. When you wipe this with a disinfectant wipe, and then you go set it to dry, you're going to set it with the sticky side up, and that all the sticky comes back to that sticky side. So that's really important, because we are going to use this again, and I'm going to save that wipe Okay, now, directions on finishing this. You need this 100% dry all the way through the entire layer of ink. You can speed the process with a dryer or a hair dryer. I like to start with this and just dry as much as I can. But ultimately, you are gonna let this sit for 24 hours. You want it dried all the way through. And everybody is different, so the way you apply your ink might be thicker than mine. Maybe I scraped mine off a little bit more. So you really want it to be a nice, dry, all the way through layer. So basically set this in a place where no one's gonna touch it, and it's going to be safe for 24 hours. After it is completely dry and you can touch it, it may still be tacky. That's okay, but it has to be, the ink does kind of stay a little tacky. It will harden in the oven. So you're gonna set this in the oven. Now you can put it on a tray, and you're gonna put it in a cold oven. Once you have all of your mugs in the cold oven, you're gonna turn your oven to 350. And you're gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. Then you can walk away. It will warm up, heat for the heat for that whole time. Once the buzzer goes off after 30 minutes, you will turn the oven off, but leave the mugs in the oven. Let the oven cool all the way down, let the mugs cool all the way down, and then when they're cold to room temperature, not cold, but room temperature, you can take them out. So it is a multiple hour process, even though you're baking them for only 30 minutes, because it will, it'll heat up, it'll do the 30, and then it needs time to cool down all the way. So once that's done, this ink will be hard. It'll be hard to the touch. It'll be safe to wash, safe to put in the dishwasher, and yeah, and that's great. Awesome, easy, super easy. I have used my regular oven. It doesn't matter if you have a gas oven or an electric oven. Hi, Geraldine. It doesn't matter. I've also used I have a toaster oven that I use down here for crafts. So you can do it in any of those ways. 350 degrees, 30 minutes, and then the cool down time. So I'm gonna set this aside so that I don't mess it up, because I'm gonna need to bake that tomorrow sometime, or probably Saturday. Okay, put that over there. And now I'm gonna do that bonus project I told you about, which is on, hi Paula, the fabric. So when you use your ink and fabric, you are gonna want you've been doing it wrong. Oh, you know what? It's probably okay. There is a lot of flexibility with this, to be honest. So if you waited until it was heat, till the heat got up to 350, it's okay. There are some things that you can heat that don't like to be in there for that long, and they can burn, but the ceramics don't usually do that. So that's totally okay. The metal glasses, some of the paint on the metal glasses don't like it as much. So I just have a nice little tea towel here, and before I get too much farther, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my heat press. Not everybody has a heat press, so the directions for this, I'm gonna go ahead and turn those on. The directions for the heat press are a little different if you're using an iron than if you're using a heat press, because a heat press has specific settings, temperatures, and directions. So for example, the heat press that I use has directions for 100% cotton material, and it's going to be at 305 degrees for 30 seconds. It's easy, but I have a cheat sheet that tells me that. And then I know if it's a blend, like if I'm doing a t-shirt and it has like a blend, a poly cotton blend or spandex or something in there, you're gonna go down a notch for a little bit longer. So you go to a lower heat setting. So for this is cotton. And so I'm gonna do it at the higher heat setting. Oh, my mat, I left my mat over there, but that's okay. Totally okay. I don't think I have one real close. I'm just going to use the same words, and this time we're going to do it in orange and black. And I'm just going to kind of put my words centered on here. Now, when you do transfers on fabric, you do not have to fuzz them. You don't, because you're already putting it on. Awesome. I'm glad you are learning. This was eek. Okay, that's telling me that I am up to 305. So we're gonna do some colors with this. I didn't have like just Halloween colors here. So I have like red, orange, and yellow, but it'll look really cool. I'm gonna do some orange and black, mostly orange. Again, I have the old size. I do have a few of the 2 ounce inks left in my stash, but mostly I have the 3 ounce. When you're working with fabric, cleaning your hands constantly with the fabric ink, because and I'll show you, just from opening this, my hands are a mess. See that? That would all go on my white cloth. So I'm gonna wash my hands with my wipe, and then I always chalk. You guys, if you've watched me enough, know I always chalk with a towel on my lap because I need it for all kinds of things. I need it for drying things, drying my hands, fuzzing. It's just what I do. Okay, so let me write spooky on the back and set those aside. Now we're going to do orange, black, orange. And I have decided, so I have my 2 squeegees. And the other cool thing about ink is that it doesn't dry like the chalk does. So you have a little bit more time to work with it versus our chalk. You really need to keep working because you don't want it to dry out. And that's just kind of the way it goes. But this is really nice. You can kind of take your time. Something I should have done and I didn't do, when you're inking and your transfer kind of gets close to the side of the vinyl part, the lettering or the silk screen, you may want to go in with your washi tape and tape those edges to give a border. So in case you get, like I got really close to the edge there, and if I would have got some orange ink on there, I would have been sad. You know, now I'm going to do the black, and I'm going to kind of treat it the same way. I'm a little nervous to make that mistake. I definitely don't want to. This is making lots of noise. Interesting. I want to make sure it's covered well and then scrape to make it smooth. Okay, and then the rest of that ink can go right back into your container so you save a lot. And then we're going to peel and it's going to go right into the water. Is that cool? I'll let you guys see it. Remember, I have that ink mat under there. And so what I'm going to do, I really want to clean the black off because it stains, the ink stains quite a bit more than the chalk. But if you get it right after you peel it, most of it comes off. And it doesn't affect your transfer one bit. It's just aesthetically, you know, it looks nicer to kind of get those stains off. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do here, still easy, but I am going to peel it off of the ink mat, and it didn't really go through, so that's awesome. Now when your ink does go through onto your ink mat, you're going to take this under cool water, running water, and you're going to let the water run, and then you're going to just real slightly rub it with your hand so that all that ink comes off. You're not going to scrub it or rub it or scratch it or do anything like that because you want that sticky to stay. You just want to get the ink off of there. So this is good, and it's reusable, obviously. We wouldn't wash it. I'm going to set that aside. And we need to dry this before we heat set it. So I'm going to take my little dryer and dry it like this. If you, thanks Paula. Hi Gail, hi Michonne. If you lift it up a little bit, give it some air on both sides, it dries pretty fast. It dries much faster on fabric than it does on the ceramics or glass or metal, because you can certainly do metal, glass, ceramics, anything that you can put in the oven and heat it, or anything that you can heat set with an iron. So fabric, scrapbook album covers, fabric or notebook covers that are like really solid that you could iron, things like that. Not plastic, obviously. Okay, there's a little bit here that's not dry on this S. So not bad, it's almost dry. So that's how quickly this goes. And then what we do, I have a mat, an ironing mat, that I put under here. I'm just gonna put my towel for now because these little, my little mats that I have here are actually heat safe up to a certain amount. I don't think it's 300. I think it's like, that's the max. So I'm just gonna put that towel under there. Just to be safe. I have not ironed directly on those mats before, but I have ironed like this with the towel. Usually I have an ironing mat, but I have to clean out my room because it's being finished, and Tracy's husband was here doing stuff and we needed to move some more tables, and that got moved out. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. You're gonna want parchment paper. So if you don't keep parchment paper in your house, you're just gonna grab, it just says parchment paper. You can see that. Parchment paper, a little goes a long way. And I reuse mine over and over and over. So I'm just gonna put parchment paper here, take my press, and I am gonna do this on both sides for 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna hold this down. And we can just watch the countdown go. Tick tock. This is how I can tell how behind I am with you guys, because by the time I start seeing the numbers, It's like already beeped and I'm done. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. I need a sip of my drink. I'm having a drink tonight. Okay, so our first side is done. It is hot. Oh, it feels awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and just flip it over and do the back that same way, even though it didn't really come through. So I say this all the time, you'll know that it's heat set properly when you really can't feel it and it feels like it's just part of the fabric. Sometimes that's just one 30-second timer on a fabric. Sometimes it's on both sides. Sometimes you have to do it twice. It just depends, and everything is different, and sometimes you layer more ink on than others, and so it's just different. But that's the rule of thumb. If it ever feels tacky, you're going to need to do it again. You're going to iron it again. So that's just kind of the rules that we live by in the heat pressing fabric land. There we have our fun little Halloween towel that you can hang in your kitchen. I do have mommy juice. It's not my real mommy juice. It's the like backup stuff that we had camping. So I really want to sip. I'm just going to sip some water. That's legit water. Okay, so here you can feel it. This is heat set permanent. You can run this through your washing machine, your dryer. It is permanent. Isn't it awesome? So when you get my Halloween bundle with the fun words and these, you can continue to use them, reuse them on all kinds of things and match the decor. Halloween is the #2 decorating holiday in the US. And I do know that it's very, very popular with with people that I know. So there you go. Now I have some for my kitchen, and I've got some other things too. There are some really, really cute Halloween small transfers that are adorable that would look really great on towels in your kitchen. Little oven mats, if you do the matching it's like the little square ones, you know, that you can put your hand in, but it's also like a fabric trivet. I don't even know if that's what you call them, but a mat. But you could do that on there too. Get some black ones. That would be really cool. And do, that's not dry. Careful, don't touch it. Do Boo on there in white. That would be really cool. Or orange. So, super easy. I hope you guys have it. I put the directions on the screen for iron 4 minutes on one side and 4 minutes on the back. Those directions are for 100% cotton. You're going to use the cotton setting. If it is a blend, like it's not 100% cotton, you want to lower it a little bit below cotton, but you don't want it to steam. So no steam, dry, hot iron, 4 minutes, moving around with parchment paper. Okay, so you've learned 2 things tonight, one with the ceramics and one with fabric. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you are not in my Chalk Nation, you need to go in there and look at all the bundles. The next bundle, the creator bundle demo, is going to be the Christmas hanging banner. So you're going to love that. You're going to want to see that one. All right. Let me know if you have, I have to take pictures of these. If you have any questions as I get off of here, you can message me and I will see you back here again. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.